What a day. What a lovely day. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Russell Coight teaches you gun safety. All Aussie adventures. This one was sent in by Chris. So thanks for the recommendation. Thanks for sending it in. Appreciate it. Anybody else wants to send me stuff, there is a link in the description. You can click on that. And you can send me a letter. You can send, a letter. Not a physical letter, but you can send me words over the internet, all the way here to British Columbia in Canada, which is where I am. I'm on Vancouver Island. And yeah, my name is Mace. Here we go. Let's check it out. He's dressed like... Why are you dressed like Indianapolis Jones for? He's not really dressed like Indiana Jones. A little bit. Let's check it out. No, he's actually dressed... He reminds me of the guy from... Do you guys remember Jurassic Park? The OG Jurassic Park, the guy that he's got the shotgun and he's like the hunter guy, like the trail guy, the outdoorsman or whatever. He's like a dinosaur wrangler in the film. And then when he dies, he turns around and goes, "Clever girl." And then he gets attacked by the velociraptor. He's dressed like that guy.
Not only is a handgun a source of protection, it's a means of communication. The internationally recognised signal for distress is 3 shots in the air.
Yep, it's a simple technique, but one that will have help arriving before you know it.
What we've got
I was going to say, like, generally you don't just go shooting guns off in the air.
here is a 12-gauge shotgun, or shotty, as I like to call it.
Look at those shorts.
You never go into the outback without one of these, because you never know when you're going to have to put down a sick animal or deal with a deadly snake.
Aren't snakes a protected species in this country?
They are, yes, but you know, if they're coming at you, it's self-defence. I mean, if you're in the middle of nowhere and a snake comes at you, what are you going to do?
Walk away and leave it in peace.
Well, you could do that, yes.
Beautiful animal.
I know they're beautiful. I'm not saying. Hey, just hang on. Don't go translating. It's okay. Can we just let's go back to some gun safety? In Australia, we've got some of the strictest gun laws in all of the world. Tom, would you like to hold this? Well, you can't, because you're not licensed like I am. Rule number 1: never aim a gun at anyone. You get idiots doing this sort of thing, aiming it at people and that sort of thing. Never aim a loaded gun or unloaded at anyone. Always aim it at the ground like that. That way, no one gets hurt.
Oh, my liver got.
Another day in the Aussie bush, and one of the most important lessons you can learn out here is gun safety.
Who knows what this is?
Spot action?
A bolt action 22. Well done, Justin. Who knows what this is?
Shotgun.
For kids from the city, they sure knew their firearm.
As you'll notice, there's no safety catch. But what I like to do when I'm wandering around the bush...
I love these types of characters that are like, they think they're experts, but really they're idiots. And then the kind of physical comedy as well as verbal comedy you can get from that. It's fantastic. Just the situations that you can create. Let's see how he terrorizes these young kids here.
As you'll notice, there's no safety catch. But what I like to do when I'm wandering around the bush is just sort of leave it in a broken position. See that? It's broken. It can't go off, okay? So then when you're wandering through the bush, you see your objective, you push that in like that, and just...
Now, your Chardonnay drinking set from the Big Smoke might not approve, but in the country, firearms are an essential part of life. And despite all the negative press, the fact is guns do not kill people. Often. I tell you what, there's nothing quite like the feeling of handing a loaded weapon to a child for the very first time and introducing them to the basics of marksmanship. The kids were pretty excited, and even young Haley enjoyed firing off a round or two.
Yeah, guns. I haven't had much encounters with guns or really used guns very often. You guys can let me know in the comments, have you used guns? I know Australia has gun laws that really made a lot of sense after horrific shooting. It was in the mid-90s, right? There was a really, really bad shooting, and then the government's like, you know what? This isn't worth, like, we can't allow this to happen. So we're going to put in common sense measures is roughly what I understand. I don't want to create any controversy, but obviously Australia, Canada, I feel like just picking out those two cultures for the time being. are much less fixated on guns and weaponry as the United States. The United States is just crazy, like, and the way that they even interact with weapons or their thoughts about guns. I've been watching some like best car crashes and road rage videos the last couple of days, and a lot of the times there's videos from the States, and there'll be like a road rage incident, and one person will like pull a gun out and like flash it out the window at somebody, like, or they'll pull guns out, like they'll come confront each other, and one of them will pull a gun out and be like, "Hey, see this?" Yeah. And then the other person pulls the guns out, they shoot each other, or somebody else gets shot. People usually end up getting shot for like very stupid reasons, because there's just guns everywhere and people are very stupid, and like the gun safety laws and gun safety is just not taught in a way to keep everybody safe. Hence why there's so many shootings, I guess.
These are skills they will all be able to take back with them to the city. Skills that will stay with them for life. With the kids keen to test out their newfound skills, I left them alone for a bit of target practice. We were in no hurry to get moving, and it was a perfect way to spend a bit of time relaxing with a couple of youngsters and a bolt action 22.
You know, you get a lot of talk from the loony left city folk saying, "You ban guns to make us all safe."
Loony left
The
city folk.
reality is, you teach a kid safety with a gun, respect with a gun, and firearm care. In my opinion, that's the best way to avoid anyone getting hurt. Justin! Not funny, mate. I'm coming down there. Give me the gun.
It was great to see the kids developing some
Don't
self-confidence
point it at me.
and
Don't point it at
self-esteem.
me.
Qualities
Yeah, guns are like, even that comedic skit right here, right? And the satire of it and everything. It has a root of truth, right? Like, the kid could potentially, by accident, end up shooting over in your direction.
sadly
Like,
lacking in so many of their city friends. Time to hit the road.
and the fact is, wherever there's guns, there's a high probability of somebody getting shot. I can't remember what the statistic is in the States, but like, the statistic was referring to how gun owners had a much higher percentage of being shot than people that didn't own guns. So the people that didn't own weapons and tried to stay away from guns typically had a much less, had a lesser chance of being shot, right, than people that owned guns and had access to guns, because either they're going to shoot themselves, they're going to shoot somebody in their family, a kid's going to get a hold of it and shoot somebody or shoot themselves, or they're going to try to use it to intimidate somebody, and then somebody else is going to get shot in the process, right? Basically, wherever there's guns, there's a high probability of somebody getting shot. That's all there is. Sure, target practice is good and all that, and I have nothing against safe and legal gun users. Like, I would love to go shoot some guns. Do some target practice, stuff like that. It'd be a great time, but it's not really part of my life, I guess. Maybe one day. Like, hunting is I'm not really interested in hunting. Maybe one day, though. You never know. Never say never. All right. That was pretty funny, man. I like Russell Coight. Oh, I'm going to show you. He looks like the guy, man. What's the guy? Clever girl guy. How can I? Clever girl guy, Jurassic Park. Clever girl guy. Who says clever girl in Jurassic Park? Yeah, this dude. Russell Coight's just like this dude. Give me some better images here. Yep. He's got the hat. Oh, he's got his little vest, though. Russell doesn't have the vest. Clever girl. And he gets mauled. There you go. Nice. All right. Thanks for the recommendation. See you all in the next one. Cheers.